Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about HoYoFEST 2022, my full experience and review of this event that I just recently went a couple of weeks ago. So this event has been held actually throughout Southeast Asia regions such as Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore. So a lot of all those countries have a collab with a specific cafe, and for Malaysia it's La Juseria Superfoods, specifically in Bangsa. There's only one outlet this time, so there's no outlets besides that one. So only one outlet. And yeah, so this video actually gonna be splitting it into three parts like what we did last year. So we're gonna be talking about the pre-booking experience first. We're gonna talk about the HoYoFest event itself, and also my final rating and what I think can be improved in the future for the next upcoming HoYoFest event next year. So let's get started. Alright, so let us talk about the pre-booking experience for the Genshin Impact one. So that's the one I went. So basically, we need to pre-book using a link they provided by La Juseria. They gave us a reservation link. You can click on it, it will redirect you to a site where you can book your meals. So you can actually choose your meals already from there and start to pay on the spot using either credit card or debit card. So only two modes of payment. You can't use cash, you can't use online transfer or e-wallets. So the only downside to the pre-booking is you have to use credit card or debit card to book. But the experience for me was seamless. I could check out no problem. Server was very stable. It could handle the load, I believe, on day one of the booking. They gave us a couple of days to book, so it was pretty much ample amount of time for us to have a reservation. And my slot I booked in is on the 29th September, 8 p.m. So that was a nighttime slot. I couldn't get the daytime one because I was working, so there's no way I can go for daytime. But anyway, overall, the experience in terms of the reservations and everything, very fast, very smooth, no complaints at all. So that's what I liked already about this event is that I can book for the slots without any like server issues. Like example last year, if you guys remember, HoYoFest 2021 was pretty much a disaster because of the servers not being strong at all. So this time they partner with larger Syria and their servers are fine. I don't see any issues with their website. It's stable. It's maybe a little bit slow, a little bit, but it still gets the job done, and that is what I want to see. So I'm very happy with that. Alright, so finally, guys, we can finally talk about the HoYoFest event itself at Nani Bangsa. So the location of the restaurant La Juseria Superfoods is actually held at a service apartment called Nadi Bangsa. So if you check out the area, it's actually underneath a condo area or apartment area. So it's a pretty weird spot. I know last year's one was in the mall, which was more accessible to many people because it was connected directly to an MRT. For this case, at Nadi Bangsa, it's not very accessible to a lot of people because it's not connected directly to a public transport. However, the nearest station is the LRT Bangsa station, so it's kind of walkable to this restaurant. So it's not too bad. You can take a Grab car or something from the station to the restaurant as well. So a couple of options if you want to have a quick ride over there, or if you want to walk as well, it's fine. Just take a little bit more time. Just one thing to note, if you are late to the event, your reservation will be removed, so you have to be early and on time. So that's what I noticed. I was on time, so I pretty much got a slot and got in, even though I reserved already. Managed to get a slot and yeah, dined in with my friends, no problems whatsoever. So the process and everything to getting the meals, choosing your menu and everything was very fast because we pretty much pre-booked everything already. Just go in, get your seats, and just wait for your food and pretty much enjoy all the food, the environment, and also the if you're lucky, there'll be cosplays there as well. But the day I went, couldn't capture any cosplayers, so yeah, no pictures of that. So yep, basically I really had fun in the event, very memorable experience for me because it's my first time actually dining in. So it's a very good experience for me. As last year I couldn't dine in, this year I can find dine in, which is already good, and that is what I truly enjoy actually. And also the food is superb. I love the food, very good. And I'm gonna show you guys some pictures after this, so you can see the food that comes out. Very very creative this time compared to last year's one. They actually followed the meals from in-game, which is very impressive. Especially the ones for Genshin Impact is really really good. The drinks as well, they followed it from the game, so that's one thing I like about the event already. Truly team meals for Genshin Impact, that is what I like to see. Compared to last year's one, if you guys remember, that was pretty awful. But this year's one, I'm really happy about it. I'm very happy about this HoYoFest event already. And also, we got the merchandise as well. If you bought the meals, you pre-ordered the meals online, you you get a set of merch. I don't have a picture for that unfortunately, but I believe you get a coaster and some props, and I think it's a cup holder as well. Yeah, but I don't have a picture for that. And also a postcard as well. I believe from the one of the events on site, you can get a postcard from there as well. So that's pretty nice. And if you also purchase some merchandise over there, you do get a HoYoFest bag and a couple of merchandise alongside, like I think it's another postcard, I believe, and some A5 paper holder. So yeah, a couple of things as well if you bought some merchandise on site. And yeah, so that is amazing. And yeah, we have a time limit, so 45 minutes to eat and enjoy the area, and about 15 minutes to do your shopping. If you want to buy any merchandise, you can do so over there. And the staff over there were pretty friendly overall. I really had a great time. No complaints whatsoever with Largusera's handling of the event. And yeah, that's all I have to say. And it was a very good experience. Alright guys, so we finally come to the final part of the video, which is the final rating of this event and what do I think can be improved in the future of HoYoFest 2023, which is next year. So basically, I'm just gonna give this a very good solid 9 out of 10. Seriously, this event is amazing. It's way better than last year's one, definitely. I know last year we had the restrictions for the lockdown and COVID restrictions in various countries had different policies, so maybe that might affect the review. But last year, personally, for me, wasn't that impressive, so I give it an 8 out of 10 actually for last year's one. For this year's one, however, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Not perfect, but I think it can be better in the future. Hopefully, they will take these feedbacks and improve the next HoYoverse event, which I'll be very excited to go again, definitely. So yeah, so some of the things that I think that can be improved obviously is them actually adding more outlets, because right now I see from HoYoFest last year and again this year again, very few outlets for the particular collab restaurants. For example, La Juiceria, only Bangsa was selected, as I said earlier in the video. I wish they could have added like other areas in other states, maybe because I'm sure there are other fans all over Malaysia that wants to go for this event. The unfortunate thing about this event is only those living nearby, like in Kuala Lumpur area or in the city center area, it's only accessible to them. For the rest of the people in all over Malaysia, they can't experience this. So that's a very sad thing. Hope they can open out to more outlets, which is my hope for next year's one. And the next thing I'd like to say that they can improve, obviously, is the merchandise. The merchandise on the day you go for the event is only available, whatever stock is there is only available for that particular day, and it's a first come first serve basis. So if the stock runs out, that's it. So my main issue with the event is the merchandise actually was very limited. It was like not many on hand, it seems. So looks like the case this year is the same as last year, where there wasn't much merchandise available on the day itself. So if you book a later time slot like night time, let's say 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., pretty much most of the merchandise have probably sold out. Maybe the ones you really like is gone already by then. If you don't pick the first time slot, which is in the morning, then probably most of the merchandise is gone. So yeah, that's a sad thing about the event, is the merchandise is very limited unless you're like in the first time slot or you are the first person in the line, then yeah, you might have a chance to get the merch you want. But other than that, yeah, hopefully they can improve next year for bringing more merchandise at least for the day, so that more people can come and buy the merch throughout the day, not only morning but until the night. So that's why I hope to see next year. And lastly, is this is mainly on larger Sierra side. I'm not sure this is regarding HoYoVerse, but the reservation for the booking for the meals is not flexible. So let's say if you book already paid the money everything and booked on the 28th, 29th of September, let's say, at let's say 12 p.m. and you want to change to another slot to at least let's say a nighttime slot, you can't. Once you paid, it's not refundable, and yeah, you can't do anything about it. If you want to buy another slot, you can't refund the old slot. Either you sell it to someone else or give it to someone else. So that's the issue with the booking slots. It's not flexible. So I'm hoping if the collab restaurant next year they're gonna do in HoYoFest 2023, hopefully it'll be a flexible booking. There'll be a flexible booking option for people, because sometimes people have like emergency situation where they book the area, they book the slot I mean, and then they suddenly couldn't turn up. Yeah, so that's my concern. If they don't fix this issue, yeah, a lot of people are not gonna be happy because they can't change their slots, which is a bit annoying. Um, Hopefully they allow this next year. We'll see if they partner with another restaurant. Yeah, maybe they might allow that. But right as of now, this is the review for the HoYoFest 2022. Yep, pretty much it's come to an end already for this video. What do you guys think of the event? Personally, I think this is one of the best events I've went so far because it's the my first dining experience, so I might be biased, but so far very happy with the event, as I gave a 9 out of 10 already earlier. And yeah, looking forward to the next one definitely. And if you guys actually went for the HoYoFest event, it can be other countries, let me know down in the comments down below. Share your experience and what you think about your event the event so far that you have went. I would like to hear those like from other countries as well. It'll be very interesting. Aside from the ones in Malaysia, I'll be more interested to hear the ones outside of Malaysia, which is quite nice. It doesn't have to be Genshin Impact, it can be other games as well, maybe Tears of Timus or Honkai Impact 3rd when that opens up later. But other than that, that's all for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. My full experience and review of HoYoFest 2022. So I'll see you guys next year for the HoYoFest 2023. Bye bye.